Louisiana State Medical Society is the premier advocate for physicians and patients in the state of Louisiana. Founded in 1878, and we represent almost 7,000 members throughout the state of Louisiana. So the reason that we're here today is we recognize that there is a need for physicians to understand kind of where healthcare is and where healthcare is going with all the changes that are hitting us from all sides. So we're bringing in national speakers, we're bringing congressional delegation members, as well as Medicare auditors and representatives from Bayou Health here in the state to give physicians a broad brush and fine detailed picture of where healthcare currently is and what we expect the trends will look like over the next several years.
What are some of the issues that the medical community is facing right now?
Well, certainly the major changes that we see are with the healthcare reform laws, and we're seeing major changes with how Medicaid and Medicare both are being reimbursed, as well as how the payers of Medicare and Medicaid are dealing with claims. And we wanted to get that information out to our physicians so that they can do a better job and react appropriately and efficiently and be there and ready to provide care for their patients. As the advocate for physicians and their patients in Louisiana, we realize that we must arm our physicians with the knowledge they need to prepare for this change. In developing a program for this event, the LSMS wanted to set the scene for healthcare, a difficult task given the complexity of this picture. As with any other image, how you see the final result may greatly depend on your individual perspective. One person may see a bright, vibrant path, while others see a trail to nowhere, dark, foreboding, and unclear. So for the better part of this day, we intend to shed some light on the changes in healthcare by covering many issues and giving you the overall picture of health in Louisiana. We'll begin with the background and fill in with broad strokes and finer details with each new session. By the end of the program, we hope you end up with a more complete picture of healthcare and where we're heading. Our featured speaker, Richard Sanders, is here to give us that strong foundation, the background of what has happened, and discuss the broad themes that will shape the future of healthcare in our country. Our other sessions will provide detail to ensure that the scene is multidimensional and meaningful to each of you. Many of us are already familiar with the storyline. We know that medicine is changing. Federal health system reform is just the beginning. The nature of practicing medicine is changing. From the rise of employed physicians to the integration of technology in practice, to the shortage of physicians across the country, especially in primary care, all of these mean changes in how healthcare organizations interact with each other and with their patients. Armed with iPhones, iPads, and social media sites like Twitter and Facebook, we must all continue to evolve and adapt and do so together to ensure success. I hear people say all the time that physicians are reluctant to change. I don't believe that's the case. On a daily basis, we research and incorporate new ideas, medications, and technologies in our armory against the ravages of nature. Physicians are only opposed to change that does not improve the quality of care they offer their patients. As the debates continue, our patients must remain at the center of every decision we make. As physicians, we see the positive aspects of the healthcare reform law. More patients will have access in the new system. There'll be greater focus, accountability, and demand for quality and safety in the delivery of healthcare. There's new recognition of the importance of medical integration with the patient's total health continuum beyond episodic care. Hospitals are trying to coordinate care and address the entire continuum of a patient's healthcare needs. The patient safety movement is strengthening and gaining ground. Patient groups are becoming more active as transparency improves throughout the healthcare system. In short, the system is finally recognizing the importance of providing healthcare the way we learned it, As the ultimate advocate for our patients, it is our responsibility to use our knowledge to focus the current debate on improvements and not allow politics or political agendas that interfere with our ability to provide health care for our patients. In this room are the resources, the ideas, the people to make health care in Louisiana the best in the country. We must forge our ideas and recruit our colleagues to do their part in meeting the challenges ahead to advance the art and practice of medicine. I took this job because I'm determined to leave health care and the state of health care better for our children than when we started. We all deserve a sustainable health care system that never compromises quality, ethics, or access. So today, regardless of your perspective, political leanings, or preconceived notions, we hope you bring a critical eye and an open mind to each of these sessions. We believe a picture will emerge for you, one that is sharper, more robust, and perhaps more balanced. The picture of health in Louisiana. Regardless of the path you take, we hope you make your journey a little easier by alerting you to some of the pitfalls, removing some of the stumbling blocks, or perhaps illuminating a new path for you, for your practice, your clinic, your organization, closer to where you want to be and where your patients need you to be.
Clearly, there's two messages. One, healthcare reform will be determined in part by November. If President Obama is reelected, then Obamacare will be law of the land. If there is a President Romney, we'll go in a different direction. But secondly, no matter who is president, there's such incredible flaws both with the status quo and with Obamacare that there's going to be need for different policies to replace or correct. And so that's much of what we discussed today.
The healthcare problems in the United States have not been solved. We have a Medicare program that's headed for fiscal insolvency. It's a major driver of our debt. Seniors are having difficulty with access to care. Healthcare costs are going up for everybody, and everybody's concerned about high quality healthcare, good access to a doctor-patient relationship. It's a huge issue.
What was your specific message here today?
Well, my specific message is that we have some real solutions to fixing the problem. The healthcare law that passed has created more problems than it's solved, and it's certainly done nothing to help the Medicare program. It's making it worse. Quality is continuing to suffer, and we have a huge bureaucracy that's been interposed between the doctor and the patient. We have real solutions that will bring competition and transparency to our healthcare system, drive down the cost, and lead to a real high-quality doctor-patient relationship.
Well, we would like them to have an opportunity to challenge current ideas, to be able to have more knowledge on what the national and the local healthcare scene are going to do, and then be able to position themselves so that their practices, their organizations are ready for these changes as they continue to evolve.
On a human level, it is important for us and our families. Every time somebody dies because of unavailable health care, that is a compounded tragedy. Not only that they died, but that maybe it was preventable. But as a country, unless we address this appropriately, it will bankrupt our country. And if you will, the American dream will die. So it is important not just for our individuals and families, but also for our future. And that is why it is so important to get this right.
This is a kitchen table issue that affects every single American, whether you're a farmer, a small business owner, head of a family, or trying to run a larger company. The healthcare costs are immense. It's a huge cost for our state and our state budget. It's a huge cost for our school boards, our local governments, as well as the private sector and families. We have to do something. We have to do it in a smart way that will drive down the cost, but also enhance quality.
If people have questions or like more information, what should they do?
Well, the first place to go would be the LSMS website, lsms.org. And we have every kind of information from emergency and disaster planning to federal and state healthcare reform laws and local and federal access tools that can get physicians and their patients better plugged into the healthcare environment.